Spidarund, who is one of the biggest Skibidi toilet creators, is getting cancelled right now. He's been exposed and he ended up deleting his Discord server because of this drama. He dedicated his entire channel to making Skibidi toilet animations, and he has acquired a pretty loyal fan base in the process. On the surface, he seemed like a genuinely hard-working and talented animator, especially since he even caught the attention of DaFuqBoom, the original creator of the Skibidi toilet series. But this couldn't have been far enough from the truth. I'll be explaining everything that Spidarund has done. So without further ado, here we go. So let's first all head on to the first and biggest drama about Spidarund, and it would be about his Discord server and his girlfriend. By the way, I get all of this information from Spidarund's former mods and Theorist Empire members. Without them, this video would not have been made, so thanks a lot. Anyways, this controversy seems to have started when Spidarund decided to give his girlfriend mod in his Discord server. At first glance, this might seem like no big deal, but apparently, it was a major issue for the existing moderation team. It stressed out the moderators so much to the point one of the main admins, who I'm not allowed to name, reportedly began to feel suicidal over the situation. That alone is deeply concerning. Why were they stressed out, you may ask? Well, his girlfriend, she allegedly sent a ton of not safe for work content in the server, and the moderators, doing what any responsible mod team would do, tried to take action. They muted her and even banned her at one point, trying to manage the situation. But guess what? Spidarund swooped in, reversed all of their actions, and then took it a step further. He actually promoted her to a higher rank than his staff. So he practically allowed his girlfriend to send some very inappropriate stuff in a server with a bunch of minors. That's not the only thing though. A lot of his old shorts were reportedly full of explicit jokes and questionable Skibidi toilet scenes. Spidarund always sexually depicted women in his animations in a pretty weird way. I always thought of this as a pretty weird thing, considering the fact that his audience is mostly children. This should have been a massive red flag for the community. So he practically wanted to expose different kinds of not safe for work content to his young viewers. But what makes this even more worse is that instead of addressing the issue or offering reassurance to his mods about the whole thing, Spidarund seemed to initially ignore the complaints entirely. He defended his girlfriend and he even allowed her to add a not safe for work bot in the Discord server. Spidarund didn't care about his server or his mods at all. The only thing he cares about is his girlfriend. And you know what makes this even more worse? His girlfriend was 14 and Spidarund himself is 17. So that's a 3-year gap. Bet you didn't see that coming. I'll go more into detail about this later since he did make a whole apology about this whole thing, so do stick around till the end. But before all of that, I want to talk about some old drama, to find out more about Spidarund, since I'm exposing everything about him. Before all the recent chaos, there was already drama about his alleged plagiarism. Specifically, Spidarund is accused of stealing the design for the Droneman, who is a character in his series. This actually was originally created by an artist named Aoki Cyber. When you compare the two designs, Aoki Cyber's art and Spidarund's drone model, it's hard to ignore how similar they look. Aoki Cyber realized this, and he reached out to Spidarund asking for credit. But even after all this time, Spidarund still hasn't credited him according to this comment. He was reportedly acting oblivious, and Spidarund said it was just a coincidence. Aoki Cyber, after this, actually wanted to expose Spidarund, and he was compiling something. I don't know if he actually did make an exposing of Spidarund, but all I want to talk about how Spidarund is also a plagiarizer as well. Bro doesn't give any credit. But anyways, this chain of events led to all of his moderators to actually spread the word about this whole thing, which basically threw the entire Spidarund community into chaos. If that wasn't bad enough, even one moderator of his tried talking to Spidarund and all he said was, "I don't want to remember you anymore." And Spidarund tried gaslighting the moderator to cut off all his contacts to the other mods who were protesting. He didn't stop there either. He went as far as to try and control this guy's interactions in other servers. basically trying to keep him all to himself. That's manipulative on a whole new level. And then there's the whole Beelzebub situation. Apparently, Spiderund was out here promoting explicit content and encouraging members to change their avatars to Beelzebub, a character he reportedly sexualizes. Let that sink in for a second. He turned his own Discord server into something that was not only inappropriate, but also wildly uncomfortable for anyone involved. But the drama gets even deeper and worse for Spiderund. From what I'm gathering, this starts off with a former head mod of Spiderund's server, Zeno. We'll share his experience, and I'll try my best to explain everything to y'all since it's very confusing. This is basically the same with the first thing we mentioned, but with a lot of new details. After reading all of this, I'm sure you guys will be disgusted. I was Spiderund's head mod and head of staff, and I worked for Spiderund for around 11 months now. And in those 11 months, he fucked around with us, caused us trauma, and overall mental health and trauma. It all started on October 25th. Some context you should know first. Spiderund was, and still is, an online dater, so his target was Spotify/Spigify. He essentially manipulated Spotify a lot by saying things like, "If you don't love me, I'll delete my channel," etc. Just a whole lot of manipulation. So this started in August when Spotify first joined the server. After that, everything was chill until October 25th. On October 25th, we learned that Spiderund was keeping Spotify awake and not letting him sleep. And he said to Spotify, "Go to sleep when I wake up, otherwise you should stay up and wait for me." We told Spotify to go to sleep and that he shouldn't stay up long as he was losing sleep. When Spid woke up, he was mad at me and the staff team for telling Spotify to go to sleep, saying that we don't know how to mind our own business. And he called us a lot of names, especially to the server manager. Maxime, me, and Spotify got in a VC where he explained that Spid was making him do weird stuff, like asking for hair pics and moaning voice notes, etc. was all bizarre. Then his girlfriend or someone he knew online probably hired her to act as his girlfriend. He gave her full creative freedom to break the rules, and she did. She posted media of My Roommate is a Femboy, a game made by Nuteku, which is meant for 18+ people, as it has content, and no matter how many times I muted, warned, or banned her. Spiderund simply didn't care. He unmuted, unbanned her, and acted like everything was fine. This continued on and on, until Ruby, the lead server manager, left the server, so the staff team followed. And then me and Spotify decided to make a GC full of regular members chatting in the server and explained what Spid was doing and that we were leaving the server. Lots of them left with us. This happened yesterday, by the way. Honestly, we didn't come out with this before because, to be honest, we didn't have the guts to expose him. And we were scared if something went wrong, he would ruin our rep and get us banned from other servers. Who, when we got the chance, we told the truth. A lot of the mind games he played were with manipulation and him acting like he was God, and that everyone should obey him with no question. Of course, we didn't listen and rebelled. That's pretty much it. Okay, this was a crazy fucking ride. Over the course of 11 months, Spiderund completely wrecked his own reputation. It all started with his control over Spotify, who he manipulated into doing bizarre and sexual things. And get this, Spiderund would treat Spotify like his favorite character, Beelzebub. You know, the one he's always sexualizing. Just look at these leaked text, man. He was so controlling that he'd keep Spotify awake, and he even demanded moaning voice notes and hair pics. Seriously disturbing stuff. It's absolutely crazy how manipulative he is. And you know what's even more crazy than this? This wasn't even his girlfriend. He sexually manipulated a man. He sent all of these text messages to a man, and I also think that he did this while having a girlfriend. And don't forget that there's a 3-age gap between Spiderund and his girlfriend, which is so fucking insane. Anyways, like I mentioned before, he just allowed his girlfriend to send sexual stuff, which caused the staff members to leave the server, and basically Spiderund's server was full on anarchy since the members started to go rogue. And guess what? Spiderund made a whole long apology about all of this. And basically, let me spoil you. The apology is absolutely dog shit. The apology is basically him just blatantly defending his girlfriend, and he lied about his girlfriend being 17 years old, but she was actually 14, which is disgusting. He even denied the accusations of his girlfriend sending not safe for work stuff. Even though I don't have proof of this, a lot of Spiderun's mods have come up and said that she did, so I think I'd believe the mods since Spiderund has lied throughout this apology. There is also a part in the apology where he basically admitted to manipulating his moderators. Like what? Anyways, he actually deleted his Discord after this, and he posted 2 community posts on his YouTube. And both are basically making him the victim of this drama. It's a good thing the community is speaking up about this. And if you look at the comments of the post, it's full of people absolutely disgusted of Spiderund and incredibly disappointed. He doesn't even address anything clearly in both community posts. And after all of this, Spiderund basically doesn't even care about the drama at all. He's been playing Roblox this whole time and he's laughing about this situation. This basically confirms that his apologies is insincere, and he doesn't care about anything. But what I do know is that he practically destroyed his reputation in the Skibidi toilet community. Bro is cooked. This is honestly so sad. DaFuqBoom actually liked Spiderund, but I've been informed that DaFuq knows about this drama and he is deeply disappointed. Does this mean it is over for Spiderund? Probably. Does he deserve it? Yes. Thanks a lot for Jordan, because he was helping me make this video since he gave all the information about the drama, and without him, this video would not have been made. I also want to give thanks to the Spiderund mods for sharing their experience with Spiderund. Thanks for watching.